The idea that I'm a homosexual real kiiller, that I stroll down the streets and stalk young boys and slaughter them. Hell, if you could see my schedule, my work schedule, you knew damn well that I was never out there. People can do terrible things without being terrible people. Maybe we should stop putting pot smokers, prostitutes and petty thieves in prison and leave some room for the John Wayne Gacys of the world. Enough said. The dead won't bother you. It's the living you got to worry about. Girls are no fun to kill. Guys are more interesting to kill. You know clowns can get away with murder. Don't look at me as an innocent babe of the woods. Kiss my ass. The human is just another animal who is able to speak out freely, to express himself clearly. Make no mistake about it, behind what he does is a brain. All the police are gonna get me for is running a funeral parlor without a license. This low self-image was routinely and continuously reinforced by that domineering, uncompromising dad, a man who would routinely refer to his son a dumb and stupid sissy, a fag and fruit picker, or worse. The dead won't bother you. It's the living you got to worry about. Girls are no fun to kill. Guys are more interesting to kill. You know clowns can get away with murder. Don't look at me as an innocent babe of the woods. Kiss my ass. Kiss my ass. My little Lhasa Apso was in the house, and of course he had been locked in the kitchen all day. Well, the little puppy, he piddles, and while he's piddling and while he's doing his business on the paper and all that you can imagine what it smells like when you go into a closed room and the heat came on, gives you that strong feces odor. A house with a crawl space would need a sump pump. The first time it rained, the crawl space filled up to a foot deep underwater. And then when it recedes, it puts out a musty odor. There was always a musty odor in that house. Kovic is not one that I killed, so I don't know nothing about him. The little bit that I know about him was that he was an employee of mine. Robert Peist was killed by another individual in my home. I believe he was strangled, not during the crime, but I was there afterwards and I watched the removal of the body. Is taken to the river and dumped in the river. I was complicit with that. The dead won't bother you. It's the living you got to worry about. Girls are no fun to kill. Guys are more interesting to kill. You know clowns can get away with murder. Don't look at me as an innocent babe of the woods. Kiss my ass. The dead won't bother you. It's the living you got to worry about. Girls are no fun to kill. Guys are more thin to kill. You know clowns can get away with murder. Don't look at me as an innocent babe of the woods. Kiss my ass. Hey, death row's great. Death row's a fucking blast. I get cable TV, I get phone access anytime I want. I get to paint, I get all these privileges and nobody fucks with me. On the other hand,